Hi everyone! Today I'm doing my very first tag video of 2024. I want to thank Bag Love AON for tagging me to participate in this series. So the concept is for me to share the bags that I fell for love at first sight. So no hemming and hawing, no research, just dove right in head over heels. And I have 10 bags, actually 11 bags I'm going to share with you because the last one is kind of bonus and I need to explain the story behind it. But in no particular order, I'm going to share with you one of the bags that I absolutely fell in love with in a magazine. So I was flipping through a magazine. I don't know if it was a travel magazine or a fashion magazine a number of years ago, and I landed on this brand here. It is a Spanish brand, which I featured before, Iriarte Iriarte from Barcelona. And so my friends and I, we traveled to Barcelona that year, and it was a mission of mine to find the little workshop in Barcelona, which we did. And my friend and I picked up one of these bags each. This is the ABC book bag. You guys know, if you've been here a while, I'm an avid reader. I am a huge fan of books and libraries and bookshops, and if I could, I would surround myself with books all day long. Books and plants make me happy. So this looks like a book, as you can see, with the initials II here for the brand. It's all vegetable tanned, and I have to say I fell in love with this from the photo and the story in the magazine. And so I went out and searched for this store, this workshop, and picked it up right away. So there was nothing to research. I don't think that there was any reviews that I could have found on this brand at the time. It's very simple. It's one compartment. Luckily, I can still squeeze my iPhone 13 Pro Max in here, but with the case, it's a little snug. So I'll be honest, I don't use this bag all that often, but I will probably never get rid of it because I have such fond memories from my travels, and it's just such a beautiful bag and so unique, especially if you do love books. So this is the first bag I wanted to share with you. Next one is also kind of a smaller bag from Gucci. All of these bags you will have seen on my channel before. I just want to show you in this tag because yes, this was definitely love at first sight. This is the Gucci Mini Horsebit 1955. It's the horizontal shape. There's also the vertical one, which I think was released a little bit earlier. And I remember thinking, ooh, if that came out in a horizontal shape, I would grab it in a heartbeat. And then it did. So this is the brown on brown tonal. It's got this really nice, beautiful, polished, I think it's cowhide leather. Kind of reminds me of the cowhide leather that you see on the Longchamp Le Pliage totes, the trimming, except this is a bit shinier. It's just really durable. And then you've got very, very, very hardy canvas here. You can hear my nails scratching. It's very durable. And I don't have to baby this. I love the classic horsebit. That's the heritage of Gucci. And then you've got the bottom hard base. I mean, I remember I saw this on their website, on the Gucci website, because I go onto the different brand website and just peruse once in a while just for eye candy. And when I landed on this, I was like, yes. So my husband and I went to the store immediately. I tried it on. I loved it, and I just got it. So this has the beautiful pink suede lining. It's very, very simple, no other pockets, kind of similar to the book bag, no other pockets on the back either, but you would be surprised how much this little one fits. I did a full review. I will link it up above if you're interested, and I still feel like this is a really great value for what you can get from Gucci nowadays with high-end designer brands. The prices are really going up, and this one I think is still a decent price. It's like hovering at around $1,100 or so. The price has gone up twice actually since I bought it, but I still think it's a good deal. So if you're interested, check out my review, and I'll also link this down below. It comes in an ivory tone as well, but I really love this classic brown. Okay, and then another mini bag that I haven't shown in a while from Saint Laurent. This one I've had for a number of years. It is my kids' favorite bag. Both of them, my daughter and my son, love this bag. They call it the pillow bag. It is the Saint Laurent Toy LouLou. It's a small size, and it does have that pillowy effect. It's got the classic Saint Laurent YSL Matelasse quilting here. No back pocket, very simple. It's got a nice base, super soft. It's definitely softened. The leather is really supple. It's calf leather, I believe. You've got the silver YSL hardware, strong magnet closure, And then you've got, now they have updated the configuration of the inside of this. So I don't believe they have this divider anymore, or they do, but they don't have this open slip pocket in the center, which I really like because you can fit a card holder in here and you can fit your cards alone or cash. So it's really actually handy. But if you don't love compartments, just keep in mind this does have quite a few compartments. You've got card slots here, one main compartment on this side, another on the other side, and a zippered compartment. So if you are the kind of person that prefers to just throw everything in and you don't like all this sort of forced organization, again, something to keep in mind. But the leather is really, really smooth. I've gotten this caught in the rain several times, which is why you'll see some wrinkling here. It's really subtle. You can't see it, you know, it's not too stark, but this is my fault. I did definitely get this caught in the rain several times. Here is the strap. I believe they've also changed the strap so that some of the newer versions may not have the adjustable feature. I'm not sure, but this was the original one. It is adjustable. It's got multiple holes. You've got the lobster clasp. I saw this on a YouTube video by Dee Levine. She's an old school luxury YouTuber. I don't know if she still is on, but I used to watch her videos a ton, and I remember she showed this as one of her bags, and immediately I was like, I have got to grab that, because the way she was like squeezing it and how puffy it looked and how adorable it was. This was like 4 years ago. And sight unseen, meaning I didn't even go to look at it in the store. I just ordered it online and it arrived and I immediately loved it. So this definitely I fell for pretty quickly. Then this is a similar story here. This one is the Louis Vuitton Speedy BB. This was seasonal, limited edition. Some of the Louis Vuitton sales associates don't even recognize this bag because not all of the boutiques received it. That's how limited it was. So there was one time I had to explain what this bag was because I didn't want them to think it was a knockoff or a fake. But this is all lambskin. BB is very similar to the Speedy 20 size. I've done a comparison in the past because I was able to get my hands on a Speedy B20. Very, very similar. And it's just a classic Speedy, but it's kind of like upgraded. It's all lambskin with really subtle monogram embossing. You've got beautiful leather, no feet. None of the Speedies have feet, as we know. Then you've got the gold hardware, the zipper. I have an organizer in here from ZOOMONI, which is my go-to for organizers. I'll leave it in there. It's all black. You've got this one little pocket here, and then I have the organizer. And then this is the beautiful chain. It's just like a 3D braided chain, all one length, but luckily it works for me. I am about 5 feet 6 inches tall, and I just think this is so pretty. You can, I mean, I've done a whole review on this too. I will link it up above if you're interested, but you can't buy this now from Louis Vuitton. You'd have to look for it on the secondhand or pre-loved market. But I know at least 2 of you have reached out to me and shared with me very excitedly last year that you found this on the pre-loved market and you purchased it. So that was really exciting. So this is what it looks like. It's just, I don't know, it's such a unique Speedy. I think that there was no choice for me but to fall for it immediately. I saw this again on another YouTuber's channel. She pulled it out. She said, "This is the most elegant Speedy I've ever seen." And as soon as she pulled it out, I was like, yes, I'm going to text my sales associate. And she said she didn't have any. So I texted another sales associate in a different city whose contact information I had come upon at some point. And I was like, is there any chance? And she's like, yep, I have one for you. And she just shipped it to me. So this as well, sight unseen. I just ordered it, had kind of took a leap of faith, I guess. And when it arrived, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So definitely had to show you that bag. And then the other one here is also Louis Vuitton. This, you know, of course. This is my Pochette Metis. This is the first Louis Vuitton bag that I ever got. I was really not an LV fan for many, many years. I used to actually tease my mom for liking LV because I thought all of the bags actually were pretty ugly. I'm just being candid. At the time, I just thought they were so hideous. Plus, I was younger and I didn't like neutrals. I wanted pops of color. So I was like, why is every bag like brown? But years later, fast forward, I see the Pochette Metis, and I saw it in photos, I saw it on Pinterest, and didn't even recognize how practical this configuration is with the back pocket and the compartments. It's one of my favorite. It's like my favorite design on the inside because it's so easy and so organized. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 here, and then the back pocket, adjustable strap. And I didn't realize how functional this bag was. I just loved the look of it and the pop of monogram on really simple outfits. So this was what started my shopping with LV. Believe it or not, it was not the Speedy. It was not, I don't have the Neverfull, you guys know that. It wasn't an SLG. This was the first purchase I ever made, along with a pair of sunglasses. And I think the Pochette Metis is still such a great bag. I know it now comes in different sizes. You've got the Nano, you've got the East-West, you've got the reverse monogram, you've got the empreinte leather. There's so many different versions now, but to me, this is a forever classic. If you're into monogram canvas, this is such a good bag. Here's another bag from Givenchy, my one and only Givenchy, and you know what this is. This also sight unseen. So I had been seeing so many of the shiny black Antigona bags everywhere, online, on social media, and I thought it looked just really sharp and polished. I thought it looked really smart, and going into the office, dressing up for work, I thought it looked quite professional but really stylish as well, and very architectural. Just the silhouette is different, it's unique. And even if you didn't know it was Givenchy, it's just something about it is quite eye-catching. Here you've got some leather tabs on the feet here, silver hardware. So I had been seeing this a lot in black, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool looking bag. It wasn't until I was browsing, I think it was the Neiman Marcus website. This is where I get into trouble, where I'm just browsing just to see, just to look. And I saw this color and I was like, oh my gosh, if this color is as beautiful as it shows up on the website, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. It's like a yummy, delicious sugared goat skin is what they call it. It's a caramel color. It's a true caramel. Love it with the silver hardware. Just looks more toned down than if it was gold. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I keep everything, you guys, the cards. But it's a cottony canvas interior with a zippered compartment there, and then a little elastic compartment here. It's nice for like lipsticks and lotions. And then another open pocket here. But I thought, yeah, I'm going to take a leap. And I ordered it from Neiman Marcus, and when it arrived, I loved it. Exceeded my expectations, which is why, even though I have so many bags of this kind of color, a lot of caramel and beige now, I still really gravitate towards this bag quite a bit. I remember when I got my Hermes Birkin 30 in the gold color, which is a very similar kind of caramelly brown, there was a split second where I thought, should I sell my Givenchy and just use my Birkin? But no. There's something different about this. Not just the shape and the silhouette, but the sugared goat skin is just so beautiful. I don't know if you can see. There's something to it. There's like a very delicate polish over it. I love the grains. This is also hardier than my Birkin, which is Togo leather. So I've gotten this caught in the rain several times, and it holds up perfectly fine. You just wipe it down. So yeah, this one is definitely a keeper. Speaking of caramel, here is my other caramel bag. This is the Chanel mini rectangular flap in the lambskin with the champagne gold hardware. This as well, it was sight unseen, meaning that I had heard that Chanel was coming out with this color in their 21P collection. I had seen some really grainy, not so high quality photos of the color online, and I thought, is it really going to be this color? Is it going to be lighter? Is it going to be darker? I can't really tell. Photos are kind of deceiving depending on also the filter you have on your computer. Like sometimes it looks a little bit more pink, sometimes too yellow. So I reached out to my sales associate. She was like, this is going to be impossible to get. I walked into Bergdorf's instead, where I don't usually shop, and I was like, any chance that you will get this caramel in the mini? And she said, yeah, you're the first to ask. And she put my name on the list, and you guys know the whole story if you watched that video. So I didn't see the color in person. I just bought it I paid for it. I prepaid for it. I don't know if Chanel still does that. At the time, I pre-ordered it, I paid, and you just wait. And then when it comes in, they call you, and that's it. And then I went to pick it up and I loved it. So this one is a chameleon. I feel like it looks a little bit different depending on what I'm wearing and the lighting. And I feel like it works so well with my wardrobe because I have a very muted wardrobe. I've done comparisons of these colors and other caramel colors in my collection, but here you go, just if you wanted to see. I also have a video where I think I show all of my caramel tone bags that I've ever had. So if you're interested, I will link that up above. Okay, now this was truly unexpected, love at first sight. So while I was waiting for my caramel 21P mini rectangular flap, my usual sales associate at Chanel, she texted me a photo of this. She's like, I know you've always wanted a mini. And I did say that I wanted a mini square at some point because it's so cute. And usually, I was looking at like black, neutrals. There was one point where I was looking at a green even, which green is not my color, but I know it would have made my daughter really happy because that's her favorite color. And never, ever would I have expected to add anything with like glittery, shimmery. Like you guys know, I don't even put that on my nails rarely. I don't do shimmer. But when I saw this photo, I was like, ooh, it is absolutely gorgeous. And so I just snatched it up. These are both from the 21P collection. So I bought 2 minis in the same season. And I really did second guess myself on this one because it's not my usual style. It's just so blingy. But it's so cute, and I tend to gravitate towards this for date nights and dinners with my husband. And I'm glad my sales associate at the time thought of me because she even was like, I don't know if you like this, but I had to show you. And yes, it's so stinking cute. And I always talk about how this is probably going to be my daughter's bag one day because I just see her wearing this. I don't know why. I just see her wearing this bag. So this was totally unplanned, definitely a head over heels kind of moment. Somewhat impulsive, but glad to have this one in my collection as well. Last Chanel I'm going to show you, and then I've got 2 other bags. So this is the Filigree wallet on chain. You guys know I also have the black caviar classic wallet on chain. I researched the heck out of that before I purchased it. I watched so many videos just to see like what fits and how it looks worn. I wasn't sure if it was too small and all of that. Fell in love with the whole wallet on chain or walk design. This one here, definitely love at first sight because I walked into Chanel. I think I was with a friend. I wasn't really planning anything. I was just perusing and I saw this and I thought, what is this? Like, what is this even called? I didn't even know there was anything called filigree. And I love the contrast. I love that they're both neutrals, beautiful like pinky beige, and then the black with the champagne gold hardware. It has the updated magnetic closure, which is a bit easier than the snap, although I don't mind the snap. So many different compartments, as you know, if you have the walk. This is just a little base shaper that I keep in side so that the sides are nice and opened up and structured. And you'll notice the filigree does not have the Mona Lisa pocket on the back, so that's one of the differences. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, I think I need to buy this. Again, I didn't see this before. I never researched it, so it was kind of a jump that I took. And I remember when I was ready to purchase this, someone else came over to the counter and was like, oh, and kind of grabbed it and was like, I'm interested. And then my sales associate said, that is claimed and there's no more. There was like literally none. This was the only one. So I am glad to have picked this up because I don't see this very often. I think this was seasonal. There are some other filigree like sizes and combinations, different color combinations, but really quite like this one. I'm going to show you my Coach bag. This is discontinued, but I have to show you. This is my Coach Rambler 16. It's the mini size. This, again, I just walked into the Coach shop one day just to look around, and I tried on a few different bags. I think at the time I also tried on the Cassie, and that was a really nice bag, very similar to the Pochette Metis. I've since let go of that, but I kept this one. I'm just such a fan of the glove tanned leather that Coach does. It's their heritage leather, and I just think this is so cute. I mean, you might be able to find some on the pre-loved market, but I feel like not many because people who bought this bag really like it, like myself. Oh, this is the strap. You can just put it right on like a buckle on the sides, but I take it off to store it like this so it keeps nice and tidy. It's got a little back pocket here. You can stand up your phone. Sticks out a little bit. It's really cute. I got my mom the same exact bag because she saw it on me and she was like, oh my gosh, that bag is so adorable. It's got no branding. It's just really minimalist. And I really wish that Coach would bring this back in any size, really, because there were different sizes. The original size was bigger. Sometimes I see older ladies, beautiful, classy older ladies, just walking around Manhattan, and they have these old vintage Coach bags, not necessarily this, but other glove tanned Coach bags from way back, and they look so good. Like the leather looks so yummy and good. And I feel like glove tan leather from Coach should not be underestimated. Can't speak to all the items from Coach, but you know, they've been around for a really long time and they do know what they're doing on a lot of their leather pieces. So I think this is the only bag that didn't make it into the frame here. I have been trying to love. It was love at first sight. It was. You guys know if you watched my original unboxing. Here, I've got all the packaging. Let me just move this out of the way. I had been eyeing the Lady Dior in multiple different sizes ever since my trip to Italy a number of years ago with my daughter. And at the time, I didn't buy the mini black one that I was looking at. It was the black studded one. But when I saw this color, which is the blush or fard in French, I was smitten immediately, and I thought, yes, the ABC with the charms, this small size, so practical, this color, perfect. It's pink, but it's a neutral pink, so it's not like in your face. I've tried pops of color, and I can do it in SLGs, but I really cannot do it in handbags very well. So I thought this was just absolutely beautiful. You guys know when I first got it, I was so excited. And then after a little while, I had this sort of like love-hate relationship. Here are the charms, so pretty. I love this thick, comfortable strap. Makes it look more modern, more casual. I did a full video talking about why I love and hate this bag, and I also did a whole review. Hopefully it's helpful to those of you who are maybe contemplating adding a Lady Dior, especially this size small. It's really nice. But then it was love at first sight. Then it was, I don't know, love, hate. Then it became, I'm getting rid of it. I don't use it enough. I don't appreciate it enough. And some of you recommended that I package it all up, put it away, which I did for about a year. And I did try to sell this at least a few times, and there were several buyers, but for a variety of reasons, it never worked out. And even though I've priced this consistently below retail and I'd be losing a bit of money, I still can't seem to let it go. I can't, it doesn't ever work out. So I'm now thinking, I still have it. I might as well use it and enjoy it. I'm going to take it out of the box. I'm going to add it to the space in my closet where all my other bags are instead of in its box. And I think it's weird for me to say this, I know, but I kind of feel like it's meant to just be mine, at least for now. And maybe years down the road, I will eventually let it go, but it's my only Lady Dior. I know it's a beautiful classic. I do quite love this color. I have nothing like this, and it's just different. And lately, as my lifestyle changes and my kids are getting older, I have really been appreciating top handle style more than in the past, where in the past I was always crossbody. And now I feel like I'm just freer, I suppose, and I can carry dainty little bags like this in my hands, and I don't always have to have my hands free, running around on the go. So for those of you who have commented saying, I thought you already let go of that bag. Yeah, I tried. It just never works out, and I'm not going to lose a ton of money. I don't want to sell this for like half the price that I got. I'm willing to eat some of the loss, but not so much that I will regret it. So I've priced it accordingly, and now I've just decided it's unlisted. I'm going to keep it and enjoy it and try to appreciate it. And maybe I'll continue having a love-hate, but it was definitely love at first sight for sure. So she belongs in this tag video. I want to say thank you again to Bag Love AON. Go check out her video. I'll link her channel down below in my description box. Give her some love. She was actually a subby of mine in the early days, and then she started her own channel. So really love to share the support. And this was a real fun one. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what is a bag or two that you fell in love with immediately that you still continue to enjoy this day. See you all next time. Bye-bye.